It's story time.
Hey, story time.
Story time.
Welcome.
Story time. We need a theme song. I'm gonna pray on that.
We do need we do.
Pray on that.
Anybody listen?
We need a theme song.
We do need a theme song. We need something to stand out. Okay. Welcome to Story Time. If you're new to our channel, hey, how's it going? Good. I'm fine. How are you? I'm your host. I'm just one of the hosts. I'm Bonnie G. And then this is your other host, Auntie Shelly on the beat. But bump. Every time. I love it. I do it for me. Don't worry. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I do the bump for me. Because it satisfies my very soul. Okay? Goes beyond my spirit. Does something for me. Welcome you all. It's Friday, so we're gonna hit you up with a little thing called Jubilees 2 and 18. And it shares why we should keep the Sabbath. Yes. And it shares how the Most High chose a specific people, the seed of Jacob, which you are. And so we need this reminder. And by the way, our sun is down. Okay, so Shabbat Shalom.
Right.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is hot. All right, I should have took off this jacket before we got started. Excuse me off camera. It's hot.
Oh. Excuse her. She, I don't even know what to say. It's Bonnie. Hey, Tamar. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, and we're back. See how we did that? All right, so we're going to go into Jubilees, the second chapter, and we're going to read it all the way down to the 18th verse, all right? I'm going to be reading from my Sefer Bible. If you're new to our channel, you're like, what's that? Look, it's kind of the same. It's basically the same, just has
Sefer.
Yeah, different names, or the real names, I should say. Jubilees 2 and 18, and it says, and it reads, and he gave us a great sign, the Sabbath, that we should work 6 days, but guard the Sabbath on the seventh day from all work. And all the angels of the presence and all the angels of sanctification, these two great classes he has bidden us to guard the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth. And he said unto us, he said, behold, I will separate unto myself a people from amongst all the peoples, and these shall guard the Sabbath. And I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them as I have sanctified the Sabbath, and do sanctify it unto myself. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn son. And I have sanctified him unto myself forever and ever. And I will teach them the Sabbath, that they may guard the Sabbath thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should guard the Sabbath with us on the seventh day, to eat and to drink, and to bless him who has created all things, as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, and that they should guard the Sabbath together with us. Hallelujah.
I really love those scriptures.
Me too. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, listen, there was a lot of people he had to choose from.
Yes. Yeah.
And he chose the seed of Jacob. Chosen. Yes, that is so beautiful. All right, so we're going to have Auntie Shelly on the beat, but give us a recap. Okay, if y'all wasn't on last night episode, I don't know. It's been good.
Oh, so last night, they did the prayer. Then Haman came to the feast.
Because remember, she was like, oh, whatever you like. You want half of this kingdom?
Yeah, half the kingdom. Yes. So Haman had the first feast.
Yes.
And the king asked Esther what did she want, but she didn't answer. She said, I want you to come back to another feast.
Yes.
In the meantime, Haman went home.
Mm-hmm.
The king couldn't sleep that night. Well, first of all, Haman went home and was telling his woman and his friends about what happened. They said, why don't you just build some gallows and since you was hanging out with the king and the queen, they'll probably give you anything you want. So build some gallows and then just go ask them, can you hang Mordecai?
Right.
So he built some gallows, 50 feet high, which means he wanted that brother to swing.
Swing low.
Swang. Not swing, swang.
I like it.
And he wanted everybody to see it. But in the meantime, that night, the king couldn't sleep. Right. So he called for them to come read him from his, because they keep a record of everything. And they happened to read where Mordecai saved his life. Found out those eunuchs were trying to kill him and saved his life. So he calls Haman in. And because Haman is out there waiting to ask him to hang Mordecai. You don't even know what's up. So he calls Haman in and asks him, what should I do to honor the man who has done something good for the king? And Haman said, let him put on your robes and ride your horse. Yes. Put the crown on, because he thought it was him. Yes. He thought it was him. And lo and behold, it was Mordecai. The king said, okay, yeah, go do all that to Mordecai. Right. Haman was hot.
That's fish grease.
Then he went home all sad. And his woman, which is his wife, Zeresh, whatever her name is, she was like, dude, if he did that to Mordecai, you better back up. But at that moment, they came to get him to take him to the other banquet. So he ain't got time to like really do nothing. So they get to the banquet. And so then the king asked Esther again, what you want, baby? You can have half the kingdom. Half the kingdom kept coming up.
Come on.
Kept coming up. And she said, all I want is my life. My life is in danger. And he was like, who? Who trying to kill my baby?
He was like, we out, let's go.
And then he got mad. And so the king walked into his garden. But in the meantime, Haman is begging Esther, please, 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 please. But when the king comes in, it looks like Haman is trying to rape Esther. 5150. So what does he do? He has Haman killed on the very gallows he built for Mordecai. Told y'all, dig one ditch.
Dig two.
Might be your ditch.
Might as well dig two.
Dig two.
And what we always say, these people always hang themselves.
Yes.
We really don't have to do nothing but trust God.
That's all we
watch
gotta
them do it.
Because
they're going to hang themselves.
Fast, pray them prayers.
And we are in the book of Hadaccah. Okay. If you can reach down in your inner throat and say it, congratulations. Right? But that's in your book. Okay. Right after Esther, it says edition 2. All right. So listen, I don't know what you're going through, but listen, don't even trip about it. They always gonna hang themselves. Always. Let them say what they want to say. Let them do what they want to do.
Yes.
Y'all got them.
Yep.
They're going to hang themselves. So I left you on a cliff.
Yep.
Right?
Swanging.
On chapter 12. All right. So on that day, the king Ahasuerus gives the house of Haman, the Yahudim enemy, unto Esther, the queen.
She got his house. See?
Listen, when it says the wealth of the righteous, the wealth is laid up for the righteous.
The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous.
Listen, he had this beautiful home.
Because he's in command.
Beautiful, okay? Beautiful. Everything furnished. She ain't have to pay a dime.
Ain't have to do nothing.
It was for her.
Got a whole house.
Thank you.
See, when you give you reparations, that's when you get reparations. Forget the government. Let's just stop asking.
Right, please.
But no, for real, come on, we ain't got it yet. Come on now.
No man shall redeem you. Yeah. Keep that in the forefront of
Wait for Yahuwah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because he gonna do it. He gonna do it right. Okay. All right. And Mordecai came for the king, for Esther had told what he was unto her. And the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai.
Mordecai got his job.
Got his position that you was raving about to your friend. I'm this, I'm that, I'm all of the above. Had to bring you a little bit of bow wow to you. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And Esther set Mordecai over the house of Haman. So Mordecai was watching over the house. Go on, brother. You got Mordecai.
Mordecai is now second in, but just like Joseph in Egypt.
Yes.
Mordecai is now second in command of Babylon.
And Esther spoke yet again before the king and fell down at his feet and besought him with tears to put away the mischief of Haman, the Agag, whatever that is, Giy. You're welcome. And his device that he had devised against the Yahudim. So the decree that he had put out.
He has to undo it.
He gotta take that back. Then the king held out the golden scepter towards Esther. So Esther arose and stood before the king and said, if it please the king, and if I have found favor in his sight, and the thing seem right before the king, and I be pleasing in his eyes, let it be written to reverse the Sephiraim devised by Haman, the son of Hamadatha, the Agiy, there you go, which he wrote to destroy the Yahudim, which are in all the king's provinces. For how can I endure to see the evil that shall come unto my people? Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred?
See, she's not selfish. She didn't
and
just go.
She didn't even stop there after when she didn't forget.
Right. She's like, I got Haman's house, but she like, wait,
don't stop.
That's a bigger picture here.
Right. She's like, but wait.
Because that decree is still out there. Yes. It ain't like they can pick up the cell phone or be on TV saying, y'all stop. You need to write some letters.
Right, because that date is coming. The
That's right.
Coming.
I need you to write some letters. Please. Get it out there to them 127
See, and how many of us would have got distracted once we got this house that we I got this brother house. Let me see. We would have stopped there.
Yep.
But she was always thinking of the nation, of her people.
Yes.
That's all right. Verse 7. Then the king Ahasuerus said unto Esther the queen and to Mordecai the Yahudi, behold, I have given Esther the house of Haman, and him they have hung upon the gallows, because he laid his hand upon the Yahudim. Write ye also for the Yahudim as it likens you, in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring. For the writing which is written in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring, may no man reverse. Then were the king's scribe called at that time in the 3rd month, that is the month of Sivan, on 3 and 20th day thereof. And it was written according to all that Mordecai commanded unto the Yahudim, and to the lieutenants, and to the deputies and rulers of the provinces which are from India unto Cush, 127 provinces, unto every province according to the writings thereof, and unto every people after their language, and to the Yahudim according to their writings, and according to their language. And he wrote in the king Ahasuerus' name, and sealed it with the king's ring, and sent Sephiraim by post on horseback, and riders on mules, camels, and young dromedaries, wherein the kings granted the Yahudim, which were in every city, to gather themselves together, and to stand for their life, to destroy, to slay, and to cause perish, and all the power of the people and province that would assault them, both little ones and women, and to take the spoil of them for a prey. Upon one day in all the province of King Ahasuerus, namely upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month of Adar.
Yes. So he had Mordecai reverse.
Yes.
What Haman did, basically saying y'all can fight back.
Yes.
Because what's wrong? The decree had already went out, and they have this thing that once a decree goes out, it can't be taken back. So the decree is still out to kill him, but now he's telling the Yahudim, you can fight back.
And that was the one thing they couldn't do.
Yeah, they couldn't do. Yeah.
They couldn't fight back.
Yeah. Well, they weren't supposed to do.
Well, yeah.
But there's probably some Simeon folks up in there was
Absolutely.
going to fight back. So, yeah, it got reversed.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Chapter 13. The great king the great king Art, remember we gave him a nickname because ain't nobody got time, unto the princes and governors of 107 and 20 provinces from India unto Cush, and unto all the faithful subjects greeting. Many, the more often they are honored with great bounty of their gracious princes, the more proud they are waxing, and endeavor to hurt not our subjects only, but not being able to bear abundance, do take in hand to practice also against those that do them good.
So basically, this is what he's writing.
Yeah.
This is what he wrote. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
and take not only thankfulness away from amongst men, but also lift it up with the glorious words of lewd persons that were never good. They think to escape the justice of Elohim, that sees all things and hates evil.
Yeah, because remember, Haman's writing was these evil, but we want peace. And
right. But he just put it out
people,
there.
yeah. And he's saying, yeah, quite the opposite.
Right.
Like,
he's telling them about the people, like, basically, these people are cool, whatever.
Yeah. Which they probably already knew.
Right. Because I'm pretty sure they were shocked. Like, what?
Because remember, they were all perplexed. Like,
they were confused. Like,
who are these people?
Who's malicious again?
Yeah.
Like, why do you say they malicious? They good. I live next door to a few of them.
Evil people?
Right.
I got black friends now.
Right. My best friend is black.
I'm not racist.
Right. We named our son Deontay. Oftentimes, also fair speech of those that are put in trust to manage their friends' affairs has caused many that are in authority to be partakers of innocent blood, and has enwrapped them in remedies, calamities, beguiling with the falsehood and deceit of their lewd disposition, the innocency and goodness of princes.
Oh, so basically saying Haman fooled you guys.
Yes.
Right there. All that stuff he wrote is false, but we really good.
Yes.
Like, and you guys know
this
that.
Is Mordecai writing
this is Mordecai,
it, and just signing the king's name to it.
Right. So he's saying all that stuff Haman said.
Right. It ain't true.
Yeah.
Now ye may see this, as we have declared, not so much by ancient histories as ye may, if ye search what has been wickedly done of late through the pestilent behavior of them that are unworthily placed in authority. And we must take care for the time to come, that our kingdom may be quiet and peaceable for all men, both by changing our purposes and also judging things that are evident with more equal proceedings. For Haman, what is that?
A Macedonian?
Macedonian, okay. I was about to say Macadamian. Listen, the son of Hadaccah, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood, and far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger received of us, had so far forth obtained the favor that we show towards every nation, as that he was called our father, and was continually honored of all the next person unto the king. But he, not bearing his great dignity, went about to deprive us of our kingdom and life, having by manifold and cunning deceit sought of us the destruction, as well of Mordecai, who saved our life and continually procured our good, as also of blameless Esther, partaker of our kingdom with their whole nation.
So basically, he is writing as if he's the king.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because first that threw me off a little bit, but he's writing as if the king is writing. Because remember,
the king said,
you act like I wrote it. Yeah.
And then still, because nobody can reverse it after when you write it.
Yeah, because it has to come from me.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
For by these means he thought, finding us destitute of friends, to have translated the kingdom of the Persian to the Macedonians. But we find that the Yahudim, whom this wicked wretch has delivered to utter destruction, are no evildoers, but live by the most just Torah.
Yes. And basically he's saying Haman was a traitor.
Yes.
He was trying to take my kingdom.
Yes. So he
blamed it all on the Yehudim and on Mordecai.
Yes.
What is your problem?
Yes.
No, we talked about this.
And that they be children of El Elyon, and most mightily live in Elohim, who has ordered the kingdom both unto us and to our progenitors in the most excellent manner. Wherefore ye shall do well not to put in execution the Sephraim sent unto you by Haman, the son of Hadaccah. For he that was the worker of these things is hung at the gates of Shusha with all his family.
Oh,
the whole family. See how one.
But they all participated. Remember, the wife was like, build them gallows.
Oh, yes, that's true. That is true. And the friends and all of that.
And they got the house empty.
Ain't nobody.
That's why Esther got it. Their house, everything. Ooh. They all swinging.
Ooh, wee. I just tell you, man. I tell you. I'm not gonna tell you though. But let me go. I'm gonna see. For he that was the worker of these things is hung at the gates of Shusha with all of his family. Elohim, who rules all things, speedily rendering vengeance to him according to his deserts. Therefore, ye shall publish the copy of this sefer in all places, that the Yahudim may freely live after their own Torah. So they don't have to bow to everybody else.
They can live according to their Torah. And notice he said, Elohim, who rules all things. He is now thinking.
Right, because remember, at one point was like, I'll take on.
He was like the boss, like he wasn't thinking of someone else as being God.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't thinking. He's a king.
He's king.
He's a king. So he noticed how Elohim is getting the glory.
Yes, he's giving it back to him.
Yes.
Wow. Such that the Yahudim may freely live. And he's also serving an example. Like, look what happens with Haman and his family. Mm-hmm. Don't mess with these people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, you be next.
And now they can freely live after their own Torah.
Oh, man.
This is what we're going through, all this.
Absolutely.
But in the end, we're going to live according to our
And we're going to live
Torah.
Freely and peaceably.
Yes.
And the land is going to be free.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be a peaceful land.
With our Elohim.
Yes. Yes.
Ours.
That's
peace.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Auntie Cami says they could serve their Elohim. Yes, they sure can.
Yes.
And ye shall aid them, that even the same day, being the 13th day of the 12th month, Adar, that they may be avenged on them, who in the time of their affliction shall set upon them.
Wait, he telling some of y'all could help the Yahudim if you want to.
Because he's asking them, don't mess with these people, please put this in. But if y'all do on that day, then y'all can fight for them too.
Yep, you can fight for them too against anybody who just want to say, well, we gonna get them because that promise of the money is still there.
Yes,
the promise of the money is still there. They can't take it back. He's just saying you could defend yourself. So he's saying, but if any of you want to help the Yahudim, go right. That's what I recommend you do.
Don't listen.
Grafted in.
Grafted in.
You in, you out. You can be grafted in.
You can be grafted in. That's beautiful. It says, for El Shaddai,
the God of
war, right?
Yep.
For El Shaddai has turned to joy unto them the day, wherein the chosen people should have perished. They should have. And we should have.
According to you.
Right.
We should perish.
We should perish. Absolutely. Ye shall therefore among your solemn feasts keep it a high day with all feasting, that both now and hereafter there may be safety to us and the well affected Persian. But to those which do conspire against us, and look, he putting himself in it. Because remember, he don't know that he's well, he know now that she's Hebrew.
Yeah,
but he's not of it.
Yeah, he's not. He said that both now and hereafter they may be safety to us. Leave them people alone. If we want to be cool, but leave them people alone. But leave them alone.
Okay. I was thinking he was like, okay, like I'm grafted in. I'm jumping in this.
Yeah, that's basically what he's kind of trying to say.
Got you. And the well affected Persians, but to those which do conspire against us a memoir of destruction. Therefore, every city and country whatsoever which shall not do according to these things shall be destroyed, without mercy, with fire and a sword, and shall be made not only unpassable for men, but also most hateful to wild beasts and fowls forever, birds.
Yes. So if y'all want to be animal meat, go right ahead.
Try it if you want to.
Because they will eat you. Because they still upset because of the fall.
Right. What is your mouth doing on the image of hell?
They will tear you up. And the vultures are coming to eat you.
They waiting.
They angry.
Listen. The copy of the writings for the commandments to be given, the copy of the writings for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people, and that the Yahudim should be ready against that day to avenge themselves on their enemies. So if you try, they got permission
to fight back.
They ain't gonna let you slap them and don't think no, they're gonna turn your cheek already.
Okay.
So the post that rode upon the mules and camels went out, being hastened and pressed on the king's commandment. And the decree was given at Shushan the palace. And Mordecai went out from the presence of the king in royal apparel of blue and white, and with great crown of gold, and with a garment of fine linen and purple. And city of Shushan rejoiced and was glad. The Yahudim had light and gladness and joy and honor. And in every province and in every city, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Yahudim had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day. And many of the peoples of the land became Yahudim, became.
And why? Read the next line.
For the fear of the Yahudim fell upon them.
They said, we ain't messing with this. You know what? Be one of them.
So it's like when it's like, that what is that thing that is real popular now? It's like if you want to say, I feel like a puppy.
Yeah. So I'm a puppy.
Right. So they said, you know what? I'm a Hebrew.
Yeah.
And I'm
one of them.
I'm one of them. I'm not from Persia.
You know how like sometimes they had a ride and they put the black on.
Yes.
Like black on. Don't destroy us.
Don't destroy us. I'm Hebrew. Like, listen, your accent is telling me you are not Hebrew. Okay.
They became.
They became.
Flip the script.
Right. Look. That was then.
Yes.
That ain't nothing new now.
Yeah.
This identity crisis.
Yes.
Not that it was a crisis, but they just took on.
Like Brother Brandon always say, one day we're gonna go from being the hunted to the hunters.
Right. They was like, oh no.
Yeah. We ain't messing with them.
We ain't messing with them.
I'm one of y'all.
Right. Hey, I'm your brother. And yes, I'm your brother.
Look, I'm out here trying to get some melanin.
Right. Come on, vitamin D.
Kick in.
Listen, now in the 12th month, that is the month of Adar, this is the day that is supposed to happen, the purge, okay? On the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Yahudim hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Yahudim had rule over them that hated them. The Yahudim gathered themselves together in the cities throughout all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus to lay hands. And I know they not talking about that.
No, you know what we mean by we gonna lay hands. See, that go way back.
Look.
This is us.
There's nobody else in here. Nobody else lay hands.
We lay hands.
We lay hands. And we're not talking about healing hands.
Yeah, no, we ain't talking about and people fall out,
We're not talking about we
laying hands.
Okay. Come if you want to. It's so good to see your people in your books, okay? It's so good to see your reflection.
Right.
Okay?
Y'all know this us.
You know this is us. They like, we out, okay? All right, so the Yahudim gathered themselves together in the cities throughout all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus to lay hands on such as sought their hurt. If you thought, see, this is where you
thought, yeah.
You thought. This is where it came from. Nothing new is under the sun, okay? If you thought you was going to come up against me, you was going to get laid out.
Yes.
Not in the spirit, though.
Yes.
Physically.
What's that sign saying? Something about don't come for me unless I send for you or something like that.
That's exactly. Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Don't knock on my door. Don't ask me if I got the vaccine.
Return back.
Don't ask me to vote. Don't come for me.
Don't come for me.
Don't come for me.
That's right. Don't come for me.
Just don't.
Yes. Look, Yakanan said they're going to fall out permanently. Absolutely. Especially, listen, knock them out.
Yeah.
Knock them out.
I told y'all not to ring the doorbell.
Don't ask me about no jab.
Told y'all.
Leave me alone. Know your place. All right. Let's see. To lay hands on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people. So they wasn't even gonna try it.
Yep. They said we could.
They said, nah.
We good.
Yeah. We good. Them people ain't playing.
Yeah.
I can see they ain't playing. And that's the very fear that they have.
Yes.
Let us come together as one.
Yep. That's why they always try to get us alone.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never seen them come after a group.
No. Nah. They fear that. They still got that very fear today. That's why they got us all separated. All this colorism and all the other stuff that don't make sense. And all the rulers of the province and the lieutenants and the deputies and the officers of the king helped the Yahudim. I know y'all did. That's what I do know. They
was really like, we one of y'all.
Right. Look, Deborah said, Mama said, knock you out.
We on y'all side.
Listen, all of them, they say, I don't care about this position. I'm fighting with y'all.
I'm on y'all side.
Because when it's over, I don't want nobody pointing to me like, what do
I don't care about that silver. Yeah.
Right. Hey, ain't that's the one that was hanging with y'all? I was sure.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't it.
Yeah, that ain't me.
It was like, I don't want none of that. I'm fighting with you. Says, and help the Yahudim because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them. For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces. For this man Mordecai waxed greater and greater. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mordecai.
Thus the Yahudim smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword, and slaughtered and destruction, and did what they would unto those that hated them.
So some of them still tried it.
Oh, they did.
A little bit of them still tried it.
You know, it's always a remnant. Somebody's going to always think that they're
going
to, I can get them.
Yeah.
Sorry for the voice.
I'm not letting those N-word tell me what to do.
Right. And some of them look like us.
You know.
Some of them that's like,
that's
I'm
real
going
talk.
For real. Like, it ain't Billy Bob.
It really ain't.
Right. It ain't always Billy Bob,
it's
okay? There's some Andres in there that's willing to fight you too.
For that silver.
Right. For that money, okay? It is what it is.
Some of them tried it after
that's
all
what it
that.
says. What's that saying? Like all kindreds,
all kinfolk ain't kinfolk.
Listen, they ain't always Billy. Okay,
we'll sell you for a dime.
Absolutely,
it's like look, it's some silver on the line.
Absolutely, I got bills. That's what I got bills to get paid. Come on.
Yep.
Him and Daryl and Scott coming. All kinfolk
ain't kinfolk. Yep.
All right. Let's see. And did what they would unto those. And did what they would unto those that hated them. And in Shushan, the palace, the Yahudians slew and destroyed 500 men.
That's at the palace, like
at the palace.
Seriously.
It's still 120 provinces.
That's and then some, even where the king lives, they tried it because the king can't reverse. The king can't really do
right because it was already out there.
Because it's out there.
He did what he could do. Though he put it out there and said, "Listen, what y'all heard about them ain't really true."
Yep.
But if y'all try it,
they
got permission to fight back.
Yes.
Y'all don't want to mess with them because they have a living Elohim.
Yes. And the ones at the palace were probably trying to take Mordecai's place.
Absolutely, because I bet he looked good on that donkey. It's like he's
second in command.
Listen, they was doing what the commandment said. Don't lust over nobody's position. It was like, I want that. I want to do that.
Yep.
Trying to take
and look what happened to you.
Cost you your very life.
500.
500. Listen, I got tired of walking up some stairs. Okay, I can't imagine fighting 500 people, let alone 3. I got enough room and fighting me for about maybe 1.5. Right.
Look, I did mine.
That's it. Listen, let's take a break and we'll get back. We'll resume later. I'm tired. Okay. Ain't got enough fighting me for 500 people, but with the Ruach, who knows?
Yeah. It would take the Ruach.
It would, because I'm out of breath thinking about it. All right. And in Shushan, the palace, the Yahudians slew and destroyed 500 men. And Pershadatha, that's as best as you're going to get it today. And Dalphon and Akapatha and Paratha and a whole lot of other words I can't pronounce.
Adalia.
Adalia, I like that. There you go. That sounded good. That sounded real good. And Permetha, got that one. Permasha. This is why Nishan needs to be here.
Yep.
Arakai, and Aradai. Listen,
they was twins,
at this point, they gonna start rhyming in a minute on McDonald's. Okay. Veseta.
That sounds good.
That sounds real good. Listen, if you got the book, you following your finger going around, you know you can't say them names. Leave me alone. The 10 sons of Haman, the sons of Haman.
Oh, he had sons.
These are his sons.
That's his sons.
Oh wow. Okay, so maybe the sons wasn't there when
they was hanging folks. Yeah.
Okay.
So the sons came for him too.
Yeah.
Oh, they was probably leading the pack. He killed my daddy.
Listen, and he probably joined. If we keep father, he probably joined his daddy and his mama, okay? Because they still swinging somewhere. The 10 sons of Haman, the son of Hadaccah, the enemy of the Yahudim, slew they.
Killed them.
Yep, they killed them. See?
Listen,
they meeting their daddy, okay? But on the spoil laid they not their hand. On that day, the number of those that were slain in Shushan, the palace, was brought before the king. So they told the king how many people was dead. And the king, thank you, Auntie Shani, on the beat. However, the way that I heard myself pronounce them names, I don't know if that sounded good. She said, I promise. Okay, I receive your promise. And the king said unto Esther, the queen, the Yahudim have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan, the palace. That means 500 men and tried it.
Yep.
That's a lot of boldness.
In the palace.
And the 10 sons of Haman, what have they done in the rest of the king's provinces? Now, what is your petition? And then he still went back to her.
Yep. What else you want, baby?
What else you want? You got half the palace. You got Haman house.
His son's dead. The wife dead.
Your uncle got promoted. What else? What else can I do? Okay. And it shall be granted to you. Or what is your request further? So if you can't tell me now,
think about it.
Think about it.
Yes.
Oh, listen, I like how he grafted in. Okay,
he is in all the way.
All the way. He ain't halfway. He jumped in the pool, not a pinky toe.
Yep.
He jumped in there. Okay. Listen, I like it. He says, and it shall be done. Then said Esther, if it please, here she come. Come on,
she good.
She real good. Listen,
she good.
Academy Award winning. Okay. If it please the king, let it be granted to Yahudim which are in Shushan to do tomorrow, also according unto this day's decree. And let Haman's 10 sons be hung upon the gallows.
Wait, they already dead.
They ain't dead.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Unless she kill them twice.
That's what I'm saying. She want their dead bodies to hang up for example. Wait, let me go back.
Wait, hold on. So we gotta go back.
Because it says the 10 sons of Haman, the son of the enemy of the Yehudim, slew they, but on the spoil laid they not their hand.
Huh?
You want the dead? You wanted it to be an example? Okay, wait.
I'm not sure, y'all. Y'all got something?
And let Haman's 10 sons be hanged.
Listen, I guess she gonna kill them twice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because they was dead in verse 9 and 10, okay? Now they're gonna be dead
Maybe
again.
She wanted to be an example, like his whole house. Next time y'all come for us,
the whole family.
We're gonna kill 500 of y'all. We're gonna kill y'all twice.
Listen, if you got something, let us know.
You got double trouble over here.
Right, because you don't die once over
here. We gonna kill you, then we gonna kill you again.
We don't think you're dead enough.
What was he breathing?
Listen. Okay, and the king commanded it so to be done. And the decree was given at Shushan, and they hung Haman's 10 sons. So they probably did just hang the sons, even though they were dead, as an example.
That's what it seems like. But notice she asked, could we do this same thing tomorrow? It was only supposed to be one day. Right. We need an extra day because we think they're going to still be coming, I guess.
Yes, LaShawn says, yep, they hung them to be examples.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For the Yahudim that were in Shushan gathered themselves together on the 14th day also of the month Adar and slew 300
men. So they was still
so
coming
they was going
for
to do it's like, we're going to do this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, 300 or more. Y'all want to come? Bring it.
And slew 300.
We was only trying to do the purge for one day. One day, but if you came for me, I'll come for you.
Listen, all I heard was that Macy's commercial. One day, it was like, we're gonna come again. And 300 men at Shushan, but on their prey they laid not their hand.
So they didn't take none of their stuff. They're like, we don't want their stuff.
We don't want that. It's garbage.
We don't want their gold. We don't want their silver. We don't want their clothes. We don't want nothing that they got.
Absolutely, they can have it.
Yes.
But the other Yahudim that were in the king's provinces gathered themselves together and stood for their lives, and had rest from their enemies, and slew of their foes 75,000.
So those 120 provinces, 75,000 people came for them.
Listen, we thank y'all for their strength.
Killed them all.
But if you got strength like that back then, you know when the Ruach entered. Y'all got that same kind of strength.
It's coming.
We just call it adrenaline.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's coming.
It's coming.
Like
yeah,
you
it
said,
is.
one day we gonna be go from being the hunted to the hunters. So don't come for us.
We didn't send for you. We just want peace.
Yeah, we didn't send for them. We was like, well, what's going on? We ain't did nothing.
No, they literally came from us, put us on ships. Okay, we didn't ask for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe being disobedient. Okay.
Disobedient.
Yeah, but still. Yes. Gwen says, we have that strength too. We have that strength too. Absolutely. Yep. I like how you said it twice.
Twice, because they got home twice.
Yes. Yakana, right. Yakana said, I love our ancestor family. Listen, they was like, all I see is Street Fighter in my head.
Yeah.
Aruga. I don't know if that's...
But you got to be a bad group of people to kill somebody twice.
Listen, like, he wasn't dead enough, okay?
Esther was like, okay, they did, but they ain't dead enough.
They ain't dead. No. You can be dead, but you got to be dead.
Yeah. I need to see him hung.
That's it. Now I got proof they did.
Yeah, now they did. Hung the dead body.
Right. Listen, I don't want to say that again, Yakanan, so.
Don't mess with us.
But, okay, verse 17, on the 30th day, 13, my bad, on the 13th day of the month of Adar, and on the 14th day, on the same rested day, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. But Yehudim that were at Shushan assembled together on Monday, because we're going to have to finish this up at 7 p.m. You thought I was going to keep reading.
Cliffy.
Didn't see that coming, huh?
Sounds like dead. Yeah, they dead.
They dead. Listen, we're going to have to finish this up. Yahudim going to have to come back on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For those that are in Cali, you already know. We love y'all, but we're going to see you tomorrow. But this was hilarious. Okay?
Yes.
Do not mess with y'all chosen.
Us. Don't come for us.
You can see we was taken back. Okay, wig blown back. Like, wait, what kind of degree? What in
all we needed was a word.
That was it.
Oh, we can go now. That's all we waiting on right now, really.
That's
for y'all to say go.
Listen, activate.
We're gonna start climbing them walls.
Activate the same. Listen, Jasher, we're gonna start running like we ain't touching nothing, not a gravel in sight. Okay. Yep.
I'm ready for my superpower.
Listen, they know we some super people. That's why they're researching us.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why we in labs.
Yeah. That's why they try to steal our blood and our skin.
That's why it's on the market.
Don't play with me.
Don't play. Wait for all we waiting is for. Listen. Let y'all say go.
Yeah.
Go.
So don't have y'all activate my superpower up in
don't
here.
Don't activate me. Listen, I can barely contain myself now.
Yeah, okay.
Unactivated, okay? It takes nothing but the Ruach to do that, okay?
Yep.
Like, help me. Help the girl. Forgiveness, okay?
And we all coming. Men, women, and children. Listen, activate superpower.
And the animals.
Yeah, that's because they be faster too.
If you got a dog, make them fast.
Donkey against donkey, horse against horse.
Right, they got to fight too. Listen, let them dogs starve for a few days. Don't give them no kibbles and bits. I don't know if that's a dog food or not, but make them fast, okay? They got to be prepared.
Oh, that is crazy.
Said, boom, you are correct, Shelly. That's that cliff again. That's right. That's that cliff. For real, for real. Hey, Nashawn said, tell me when it go.
Yeah, right?
Right? Absolutely.
I'm ready, y'all. Seriously. I'm ready for it because these little demons be working my nerves.
They be acting up. They be acting up. Y'all know they acting up. They be acting up.
Mm-hmm.
But ooh, that's what obedience do though. When you in obedience and you in line with the Most High, you can hear when he tell you go.
Yeah.
When you don't know his voice, you don't know his go time, you're gonna be stuck looking stupid.
Yep. We already at the track.
All by yourself.
You know, you have your feet in the thing, you just waiting for the gun to go off. We there, boo.
We there.
We there.
Position.
We just waiting.
Just hear a word. Hear a word. But you better know his voice, because if he say go and you're gonna be the Lone Ranger.
Okay.
Because you know who ain't coming back for you?
No.
Won't be me.
Nope.
I'm gonna leave that to the Most High to leave the 99 to come get you.
Yep.
I'm gonna do what he told me to do.
Yep. I'm gonna be fighting.
That's it. All right, look, Esther got us cutting up. But look, we will see you all Monday night. Monday night at 7 p.m. Till then, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom. That's right. Obedience is key. So glad that we can laugh with y'all.